So, I'm not even quite sure how to say this, but the other day, I was this close to just crying, throwing in the towel, saying, F it all, I'm done. And listen, if you're trying to stop drinking alcohol right now, you need to listen to what just happened to me. Because I can assure you of one thing. What I've just experienced is exactly the same as what it's like to stop drinking. Now, I did stop drinking 6 years ago, and I've helped hundreds of people do it in a coaching program. But listen, I'm not perfect. I'm human just like you. So, let me share what just happened. And very quickly, just before we get into the video, if you're a business owner, a professional, an investor, an executive, then I am accepting clients right now in the Sober Clear coaching program. If you want information on the program and how we can help you go from struggling to effortless control within as little as 48 hours, please just go ahead and click the link in the description. There'll be a short video that explains the process and how it's different to AA and therapy and rehabs and all that other stuff. So click the link in the description to watch that video, and once you watch that video, you'll be able to book a call and we can actually jump on a call together to see if the program could be effective for you. But what was I talking about? Why was I about to cry? So I live in Dubai, and right now it's summer and it is hot. Like, it gets seriously hot. Like, you can't walk outside. I can't anyway. My skin is way too fair. If I go outside for more than 5 minutes, I'll come back looking like a lobster. And I'm not gonna lie, all you can really do in the summer here are indoor activities. Or at least that's what I thought. So, in Dubai, there's a lot of air-conditioned things that you can do. I mean, people go to malls where there's cinemas, there's restaurants, there's even an indoor skiing area. There's things to do. But not spending much time outside kind of gets you down. And I'm in a relationship, so my girlfriend lives with me here in Dubai, and she doesn't work. She stays home, she takes care of the house. That setup just works really well for us. But this time last year, we actually lived in an apartment, and we stayed for quite a lot of the summer last year as well, and it just got miserable, like being stuck indoors all day. But what we realized is that if we don't get out of the house at least once per day, we get this cabin fever, right? We don't like it. We annoy each other and so on and so forth. So my girlfriend and I have done CrossFit now for a few years, and when we chose the place that we lived, we looked at where the best gym was, and we actually got the place that we live right now to be close to the gym, because everything just goes better when we're in a gym that we like, where we like the staff, we like the clients, we like everybody else in the gym, especially with something like CrossFit where, it's a lot of group exercise, there's classes, there's people training with each other. When we have that, our life is just so much better. We're happier, our relationship is better, everything's better when we're living close to a gym. And what we decided to do is we decided to start resetting our sleep schedule, so we're waking up at 5:30 a.m. to get to the gym at 6:30 a.m. So we're getting some more time outdoors when it's not so uncomfortable. See, if you go to the gym at 12 o'clock, even just driving there, it's like you get in the car and I'm telling you, your back's stuck to the seat, you're instantly dripping in sweat the moment that you step out of the house. So at least going early in the morning, it's a little bit more comfortable, especially if there's any kind of running outside. Today we were up at 4:45 a.m. and then we drove 30 kilometers away from our house to a lake, and then we did a 10k run at 5:30 in the morning. And listen, I've never done this before. I'm not trying to say like I'm one of those crazy people that does this their whole life. I've never been this guy to get up early, but everything just feels better when we get a bit of time outdoors. But I'll be honest with you, when we decided to do this, when we decided, right, let's wake up 5:30 a.m., let's get to the gym and then do what we've got to do after that. Those first few days that I was resetting my sleep schedule, it was hell. Like, there's no other way to put it. I was cranky. I was overly sensitive, I was sleep deprived, I couldn't fall asleep. And then to add on to that is I'd stopped drinking coffee, so I was getting some crazy insomnia where I'd wake up 3 or 4 times a night. And I'd get to like 3 p.m. and I was just sat on the couch like, I can't even think, I'm just broken. But I knew what I was going through. I knew that even if I didn't feel 100%, I gave myself a bit of leeway. I didn't go hard on myself. I didn't try and make myself, make a bunch of YouTube videos or something like that. I just said, okay, it's all good. But that trade-off, those few days of discomfort have been so worth it. Today I'm on a bit of a high because I've been up, I've ran, I've done 10 kilometers, and I just feel awesome. But doesn't this story sound kind of familiar? Because it certainly does for me. This isn't the first time I've gone through a period like this. See, when it comes to stopping drinking alcohol, we're doing the exact same thing. There's an outcome that we want. There's an ideal. There's a version of us that we want to be. And then there's this barrier, which is alcohol, which is actually giving up alcohol, that we need to get through to become that person. And we have to make some trade-offs. But don't you realize that when you stop drinking alcohol, the same thing happens, right? We don't feel great for a few days. You know, for some people, they feel a bit sick, right? They feel like they've got the flu. They just don't feel 100%. And listen, I'm not talking about severe withdrawal here, but most people that give up alcohol have some level of withdrawal. Obviously, people that are getting severe withdrawals, it's going to be even worse. They might have to do it under medical supervision at a detox facility. And then it can continue. We can get a few weeks where we're not falling asleep. We can just lie there in bed staring at the ceiling, sleeping an hour a night. And those first 1 to 2 weeks, we feel defeated. It just sucks. I'm not here to sugarcoat that, right? I'm not here to say that the first few days, the first few weeks of stopping drinking is going to be a walk in the park. Now, I was lucky that most of my drinking was binge drinking. It wasn't a high amount of alcohol drank, sustained for a long period of time. So when I drank alcohol, it was just maybe 1 or 2 days where I felt terrible and then I was better. But those 1 or 2 days, or maybe for you it might be 1 or 2 weeks, I don't know. But that trade-off that you make, those few days, do you understand the gain that you get from that trade-off? Look, I spent a few days resetting my sleep schedule and not drinking coffee and feeling bad to just be able to go to the gym in the morning. There's a pretty good gain. But that gain is nothing compared to the gain that you get when you stop drinking alcohol. The few days or weeks that you spend detoxing and withdrawing and just getting your sleep back on track after you stop drinking alcohol, the gains that you get dwarf anything. See, when you drink alcohol, I don't think that there is anything else that you can do, whether it's cleaning up your diet, starting an exercise regime, starting a business, anything that you can do that could improve your life. I don't think there's a single thing that an alcohol drinker can do that's going to get bigger benefits in 2 to 14 days than quitting drinking. Seriously, nothing. And if you think there's something better that a drinker could do to improve their life, then leave me a comment. Put a comment down in the description. Would love to hear from you. But when I drank alcohol, there was nothing I could do to get bigger gains than quit drinking. But I just want to promise you, I know it can be scary, it can be hard, there can be a lot of fear, but you can do this. And that version of you that you want to be, the version of you that's happy, that's lean, that's clear-minded, that's fun to be around, that people want to be around, that's putting out these great vibes all the time. The version of you that's leading others, that's crushing life. That version of you exists on the other side of this little period of discomfort. And it's so worth it. It's so worth it. And like I said, if you want help doing it, I'm accepting new clients right now. So if you click the link in the description, you can watch a short video and then book a call and we can see if the program could be helpful for you. But I promise you one thing, you can do this. If you've made it this far in this video, I believe in you so much. So click the link down below. And if you click the video on the screen now, you can look at some of the warning signs that alcohol could be killing you.